Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a brow tutorial. I thought I would start out by showing you my brows or lack thereof. As you can see, I have not much going on. So we're gonna go from this to this, which is a lot better in my opinion. It's definitely not the best. I'm not the best at brows, but if you have very light brows or nothing to work with, hopefully I can give you some tips that will help make your brow game a little bit stronger. So if you want to learn, then please keep watching. I'm going to jump right in. So first brush I'm going to be using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 14 brush. This is super thin, which is what I need to start doing my brows. So the first thing I'm going to do is brush through my brows. You always want to brush through your brow hair. If you need to trim your brow hair, you can do that as well. But I want to brush all my hairs up and make sure everything's laying flat and nicely before we go in with the pomade. It just makes everything look nicer. So now I'm going to use ColourPop Dope Taupe. Love this. This is my second jar. Just love the color, love the coverage, love everything. So I'm going to start mapping out underneath my brow, as you see. So very light strokes, and I'm going to go a little bit more in than my brows grow. They're pretty far apart, so I have to kind of connect them more closer together, if that makes sense. Not everybody has that issue, but I do. So this is the first step that I do. I always take my time with this, and it's almost like doing binder. It's so hard. I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I get it right. So I'm going to go underneath and just kind of map out that arch and then make sure that everything is smooth. And if you mess up a little bit, it's okay. We can clean it up with concealer. And then I'm going to go on the top, do the same thing. I don't know why my camera was going in and out of focus. I think it's because I was so close, but we're going to do the same thing and just draw that outline on top. So they're different every day. Sometimes they're more arched, sometimes they're thicker. It just depends. But I'm just going to kind of do an outline so that we can fill in and just have a guideline. So to fill in, I'm using this Makeup Addiction Cosmetics brush. This is an angled brow brush. I really like this one, but I don't use it to outline because it is a little bit thicker. So I'm taking the same pomade from ColourPop and I'm going to start just blending in and filling in where we had outlined and just make little strokes, as you can see. I'm just going to try to make sure that everything's even and just blend it out. And then I'm going to start moving inward. The inside is the hardest because I have nothing going on. So you see me here doing the inside. I'm going to do super light strokes, like very, very light on the inside because we want it to be gradient and not harsh. So I'm just going to do that on both brows and just go over it, make sure that that inside is blended as best I can get it. And then I'm going to go in with the Dope Taupe from ColourPop. This is their pencil version, and I use this for my tail and for any touch-ups. So you see me here, I slowed the clip down a little bit so you can see. I'm just going to connect and kind of draw a tail on because I really don't have one at all, and I like to have a pretty thin tail for my face shape. It just works best for me. So I'm going to draw that on, and then I'm going to go over any sparse patches. You see right there, it's a little bit sparse, not even. So use this pencil to go over any areas that might need a little bit more coverage. And now I'm going to use concealer. I'm using this KEVYN Sensual Skin Enhancer. Been using this for years, and I'm using a MAC 212 brush. You can use any just flat concealer brush, but you want it to be very thin. So I'm going to clean up. Today I didn't have a lot to clean up. Some days I mess up very badly and I need to clean up a lot. So clean up anywhere and then just make sure that you're blending it out as you see me doing here, so there's no harsh concealer lines. But really just make sure that everything's uniform, and you can use this to cut underneath your brow just to make sure it's as arched as you want it and whatnot. And then after that, really just blend out that concealer, and that is it. It seems pretty simple. Obviously it takes me a long time because I take my time and just make sure that everything is straight. I do the best I can. So hopefully I gave you some tips and tricks. Now I'm just modeling my brows, which is really awkward. I'm not used to modeling my brows, but this is the finished look. Like I said, I don't have the best brows. I'm not a brow pro, but you guys have been requesting my updated brow routine, so this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.